Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So the last video we spoke about the conditional operator. So now we're just going, and I hope you had a look at it. So now we're going to look at incrementation. So I've just created a new class called condition with capital C because it's a class. And now I'm going to just show you some incrementation and decrementation. So if we create a variable called int c equals 5, so we're creating, or we should say declaring and assigning the variable c. So we're going to have 5 as the value for c. So now we're just going to do system.out.print, and we are going to put in a C before post incrementation. And we're going to, because it's an int, placeholder is always going to be D. We're going to create a new line as well, and then we are just going to print out C, which is the variable, and we always finish with the semicolon. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. We are going to print out more things on the screen, and we're going to say not before, but we're going to say C post incrementation. And so we didn't really touch on this yet, but there are different assignment operators that can be used, and there's also what we spoke about yesterday, which was the associativity of left, right, and calculation. So at the moment, we're just going to add, we're going to increment C by 1, and there's a shorter way of doing things, which is C equals C plus 1 is the equivalent of saying C plus plus, so it increments by 1. We can put it here, and then we're going to after post increment and just print it out again. Now you can also remove the spaces between the placeholders if you wish. It doesn't really make much sense to keep them there. We can also print out just an empty line if you wish. So if we go again and just have this as ln, nothing in it. Now, and we're also going to say we can reassign it again, which is really important to do. So you basically swap out the values each time you reassign. You let equal 5 into C, so you're reading it the other way. That's easier to remember, and always for readability put in a space here, it's just easier. And then what we can do is, you can see if we do plus plus here, and if we print it out again. So we have at the moment C, C++, and C, and then C++, C, and then C. So this is after reassigning it back to 5. So this is called your postfix operator, and this is your prefix operator. So if we put it here, prefix increment operator, and this is going to be your postfix increment operator. Now, just for readability, we can put in another space here just so you can read the code a little bit better. And now if we remove the to-do up here, just clean it up a little bit, that should be it. There's only one method in the class, which is main, And now if we run the program, and you can see here the console, it says 556 and then 566. So you can see how it works with this. Also, if we just have a look there, that's the console. If we move this back down here, then, and if we, let's say if you wanted to take minus minus and save, run again, and you can see it decreases it. So we didn't really speak too much about it, but for every so you're assigning something with 1 equals, you're letting something you're comparing something with 2 equals, you're incrementing it with 2 pluses, you're decrementing it with 2 minuses. You can plus and equal something is the same as saying, let's say for instance, we have this here, C equals C plus 7. That is the equivalent of C plus equals 7. Because you're taking the C here, obviously ending in a semicolon as well, space out for readability. So with this you have C, and then you're saying C plus 7 is assigning into C as well. So you're using the same part of memory called C to put 7 into it. So you're incrementing it or decrementing it. So there's the prefix increment, postfix increment, the postfix decrement, and prefix decrement operator. So that when it's a minus, it's obviously going to be decrement. So I recommend you play around with this a lot. It's really important to understand this inside out before we progress. It's one of the key fundamental steps within programming. In almost every language you have some sort of iteration through looping, something to make something automatic, so automation of something, to do steps continuously a number of times. This is where the incrementing or decrementing operators come into play, because if you do something once, you might want to do it again, you might want to reuse code. One of the important parts of software engineering is code reusability. So with code, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. This is one of the key points our lecturers used to always say, never reinvent the wheel, because you have somebody else has written code, or you go into a workbase and the code base is really large, so you want to use parts of that code again in another place so you can call it and reuse it, and it's more efficient. And that's one of the fundamental things within software engineering is code reuse. Code readability is also another one. So that's all we're going to cover for today. I'll put this up on GitHub as well. You can have a look at it. You can advise typing it out as well, putting in different things within the conditions. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll keep adding up more videos. I really enjoy doing them. Please give me some feedback if you want to. It's on learncomputerswithali@gmail.com. And I look forward to your feedback. Okay, thank you.